Okay, I'd like to end this section.
Yeah, I bet you would.
No, seriously, I'd like to end this section by, myself playing a bit of blues backing and working through all the stuff we've talked about so far, and see what we can get going.
Let's fire away then.
Let's do it. Okay, Robbo, we just...
Sorry, just getting rid of the dandruff.
How did mine manage to get over there?
I haven't got the slightest idea.
Anyway,
well, there's range anyway.
Yeah, it must have fallen off my ball spot. Anyway, we've just listened to the classic solo, to Don't Believe a Word. And one thing I'd like to point out is, as far as the wah-wah pedal is concerned, I know it was made very popular in the late 80s, the early 90s by people such as Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, and obviously in the late 60s and early 70s, Jimi Hendrix made it quite popular. And I like to think of yourself as being one of the people that actually made it, popular within that, that era. Because when you were using it, there wasn't really a great deal of people using the wah-wah pedal to great effect. And I think that some of the stuff that you did with Thin Lizzy really brought that to the forefront.
Yeah, well, I think the wah-wah is a kind of weird thing. It's gone through several stages. Even as far as like the Barry White, Streets of San Francisco, and all that sort of stuff, and it's gone out of fashion in several stages.
Yeah.
And I guess it takes somebody to come back and treat the pedal as an instrument, as part of your instrument, rather than just put your foot on it and go whack, whack, whack. That doesn't work.
No.
You have to adjust your tone to the note you're playing and the guitar you're using. And if you can do that, it again goes back to what we were saying about hammering, muting, range that you play in. That then gives you another range to play in. Like Santana used to use it half cocked. You just leave that tone.
Right.
I didn't tend to do that, but I was probably one of the only people playing it at that time, to the extent that I did. And it probably brought it back a little bit then, and you're right, it has come back now.
Again, yeah.
And people are starting to use it. I don't think they're using it quite right at the moment, but
right, okay.
That's a personal opinion.
Well, you use it very well, and I mean, we're using a Vox wah-wah at the moment, but
we are, yes.
I believe. we'll both
By the way, it's severely altered by your man here with a Stanley knife.
Yes, and I believe we'll both be getting a free one in the post.
Well, hopefully that won't be from Jimi Hendrix, which is what you told me.
No, because he actually did urinate on that pedal, but
did he?
It's actually dried up now.
I thought it sounded like piss, actually.
Yeah. Oops. But anyway, and by the way, if anyone who want to know what that is in Scotland they actually say I was pissing by the pub, so it's actually
best place to have a pee, to be perfectly honest with you.
But anyway, moving along extremely quickly.
For God's sake, yes.
If possibly you could show us, the way that you use the wah-wah pedal in your playing, and give us a few tips for anybody that's got a wah pedal like myself, so we can get some benefit from your experience on that.
Well, basically, I think the secret to using it is to think of it as a tone control part of your guitar, not as just an effect to make a different sound. So you have your treble end of it,
right,
and your bottom end of it. I'll crank it right up here just to make a point.